welcome all the participants, those who have come from, I think, Kalpasamy joined from Tiruchirappalli. So I welcome all of you. Now I ask Mr. Balamurugan to introduce our speaker, Mr. Ganesan. Balu,
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So thank you so much for inviting me for this particular program. So it's my pride to read out the biodata of sir. So sir has done a lot of things for the society, and we come to know about his services in telecommunication engineering. So I take this pride to read out his biodata. So Mr. R Ganesan belongs to 1982 batch of Indian Telecom Service.
Bala,
Yes, sir.
I welcome Ramdas, our past chairman. Welcome, Ramdas. He is joining.
He is joining, sir. So, yes, sir.
Our past chairman. Ramdas, welcome.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Very good evening. Yeah, good evening. Thank you for joining the meeting.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bala,
Welcome.
Continue now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So thank you, sir. So I take the pride in reading out biodata for Mr. Ganesan. So Mr. R Ganesan belongs to 1982 batch of Indian Telecom Service, served in the Department of Telecommunication in various capacities, starting from assistant divisional engineer to principal general manager. Started his career in Mumbai. WTD is often called in the long distance communication area. So extensively worked in the optical fiber communication and handpicked for. So he has a pride of traveling to Australians, and he has also picked up for Australian Fellowship Training Program in Melbourne during 1995 itself. So as a director, he has also entrusted with the Indian Telstra NMS project and successfully made it operational within 18 months period. This project was mainly for the surveillance of the tax switches with rerouting management throughout the country. So served in the capacity of general manager and was in charge of local area network regulations, network coordination, business development, and mobile operations and sales. So he has touched the entire telecommunication area. So and he has also worked in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu telecommunication districts, and Chennai telephones as well. As the principal general manager, served in enterprise business and HR administration functional areas. So he has more laurels to his credit, and his achievements as the first to get ISO 9001 certification for the long distance communication for Tamil Nadu and Kerala, and he has also received the best performer of enterprise business award from the Honorable Minister of Communications during the year 2015 and 16. So he is the right person to deliver his lecture in the 100th year celebration of Institution of Engineers, and we take the pride welcoming R Ganesan sir to deliver the lecture in the statutory day of Indian Telecommunication Day. So welcome you, sir. So the stage is yours, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Balamurugan Jaganathan. Thanks to Mr. Kannan Chairman also. Good evening, all of my friends here assembled here. I am very happy to participate in this Institution of Engineers gathering. And I want to say a few things about the Institution of Engineers.
Sir, you can share the full screen, sir.
Pardon?
You can share the full screen so that
No, there is no option here to share the full screen in my PC.
oh, I see.
Yes.
Radhi, can you do something?
She can able to do if somebody is there.
Sir, it's in the full screen mode only, sir. So, sir, when he is talking, so automatically it would be screened and the full screen mode only, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Please, sorry.
Oh, thank you. It's a small, my introduction to the Institution of Engineers. I started my career at the time. The getting admission to the Bachelor of Engineering was a nightmare for me. I am telling in the year of probably somewhere around 75, 76 and all. So I started immediately that BSc Applied Sciences in Coimbatore Institute of Technology. I finished with first rank in the University of Madras. And after which I wanted to continue for the MSc Applied Sciences in PSU Technology. Unfortunately, I am not able to get due to various reasons. So I joined in the department at the time as a phone inspector. Somebody told me that you can write that the AME examination because of the applied sciences, the part A is fully exempted. So immediately I started gathering the notes and all those things. I wrote the AME examination. I cleared part B in the first attempt, and I was able to go to the our UPSC Indian Engineering Services with the AME, and all my colleagues were MTech, ME, all those fellows. I was only fellow who is having the AME credit and was appearing for the Indian Engineering Services. Of course, I got it through, and along with the IAS batch and all those things, I got trained and all those things. And subsequently, I became a fellow. What I want to say is that Institute of Engineering is such a powerful body, which a person who wants to take a lead, it helps a lot. I really admire the Institute of Engineers stability and as well as its foundation in India, and the government also has recognized in a very good way. Really helped a lot. So coming to the point of today's ITU, Indian Telecom Day, the digital technologies for the aged persons and as well as the healthy aging. A very good topic. Every year, ITU has giving a theme which is to be emphasized for that year. At least some progress can be made in that year. Sometimes rural telecom, sometimes the business telecom. This time it is coming as a aged persons and healthy aging. So here, actually, I want to touch upon the aged people population is growing more and more throughout the globe. Probably for the last 10 decades, if you see, it is being doubled, and their requirement is something different. Their health condition during the age, the health condition deteriorates, and if somebody takes care of their health, then only they can be able to have a good living at a longer age. That is a good longevity. Nowadays, this theme, that is aged people for the medicinal requirements and as well as the how the technology grow, is getting a momentum. In fact, from IIM, I got a letter that digital technologies for the medical services for the aged people, the course is being conducted now. And if you want, you can join and all those things. So that priority is given for the aged people. So now the digital technology has grown up with leaps and bounds with all the areas. It helps the different groups of the people in the society for their different needs, business needs, software developments, banking needs, everything at the corporate level or higher level at the business level and all those things. But it is at a certain stage, it has started flowing on the healthcare services also. A lot of things have happened in the medical electronics where the right from the scanning and all those things, the data and all can be stored and all, it has come up to the medical electronics side. But the only thing is the transportation of the data from one end to other end, that and all has become a very good improvement because of the introduction of the long distance communication of the gigabits optical fiber transmission and as well as other transmission media and last like mile access like Wi-Fi and mobile, all those technologies. It creates really a good effort on the long distance data transfer. Now here, with respect to the basic network of the existing network, how the latest technologies, digital technologies can give a upper hand to the aged people, I want to just emphasize on that. Today, we have seen that for the aged people, lot of facilities and as well as the convenient features are given under physical mode or physical needs. Similarly, the digital technology also designed for them to help us a lot of healthy living. So here, one of the main application I want to see is the ICT plays a very important role. That is information and communication technology plays a very, very important role. I still remember during 2014, this Apollo hospital has given called for a meeting, and I went there. Some of the doctors sitting there, they asked us, can you connect some remote villages to our hospital with the data? We never asked what is data and all those things. So what is that bandwidth requirement only we asked. Afterwards, they kept that ECG and all those things with the interface with the, and the interfacing with our 2 MB modem, again working with the SIMs. That is our mobile network, and it carries connected to the again to one of the modem of the server at Apollo Chennai. So, yeah, whoever a small medical attendant or a nurse or somebody who just checks the BP and also the heart rate and all those things, it was straight away transported to the server here, and the doctor sitting at Apollo, he is able to guide that nurse there. So this we started it on an experimental basis to the Shimla Himalayan range and also about 7 to 8 villages connected at the Chennai. And to my surprise, it geared up a momentum, and it went up to the Ministry of Health, and they appreciated the effort. And now a separate division afterwards has is formed for the telemedicine and whatever it is there. So the technology growth, it gives a very good thrust to the old people who are living in the rural areas and as well as the remote areas also they can be seen. And there was another trial we made it one SRM organization here. They were serving at the time for the rural villages. So the aged people, they were not able to travel from the villages to the hospital and all. And during the crisis, their ambulance, when it is taking care and bringing them to hospital, takes a lot of time, 2 hours, 3 hours. By the time reaching the hospital, only the doctor will know what is required, whether he go to ICU or whether a heart specialist to be there or something and all, they were not able to know. So what we did is at that time, the same technology we have transferred here itself, in the village itself. So by the time when he comes there, by traveling the vehicle itself, he will come to know what is heartbeats and all those things on the online. And all the medical infrastructure were kept ready, and straight away he was taking for the medical attention. So this also we have given the SRM Institute at that time we were given. So these are all on the crisis which I am telling. But now here what our topic is for the healthy aging. The healthy aging is mainly for their health to be continuously monitored, their bioclinical values to be monitored every day, and their food, diet, and other things are very important. And the aged people, their vision is very poor, then that has to be supported by the technology inventions. And again, when they are taking any medicines and other things and all, it should be giving an alarm to them which medicine to be taken and all those things. And all his parameters as a EHR, the electronic records, it should be available in the hospital there for the doctor to oversee. So this kind of facilities is already there in the other countries and other things and all. But whereas in our country, with respect to the digital technologies, it started flowing in now. So this kind of application is possible only with respect to the ICT and as well as the mobile network, that M-Health application. There are so many apps are there with respect to the mobile application. These kind of health services we started introducing in our country also. Now, basically, this kind of services started, I don't know, fortunately, unfortunately, due to COVID situation, especially of the elder persons who are already a diabetic or already a cancer patient. When they are taking the medicines for the diabetic and the cancer, and with respect to COVID, these people have to be monitored continuously. So there was a request from our Mr. Radhakrishnan, our health secretary or somebody. So he told me that whatever the general public are taking the medicine and other things and all, don't problem. But I want to monitor continuous monitoring of the aged people. So those database and all were given to us. So we are given a kind of a virtual call center solutions. At the time, there is no call center. So the call centers are separated in their respective houses, and they can call the patients. And whenever he talks, it will be recorded in the server. And finally, it goes to the medical officer who it is. So he monitors whether the patient, that the existing drugs of diabetic or as well as cancer drugs he is continuously taking or not. Because even if one time missing, because of the COVID situation, the condition will become very serious. So that kind of solution we have given to them, and it is because of our technology, digital technology, whichever is available here. Because the virtual call center nowadays, we are thinking it is for the business. No, It is for anything today. It is for the even for the health condition, even for the crisis, even for the aged people continuous monitoring. All those things are the virtual call centers are being used. And now again, there are smart devices. There are smart devices which employ the sensor networks and the location systems, and in addition to that, software being enabled and with the Wi-Fi enabled. So these smart systems or smart gadgets, it is able to take the parameters and continuously it can able to pump in the digital network, and it can reach in the cloud or in the hospital servers wherever they can monitor the clinical, that is heart rate and BP and all those things for the patients, aged people who are in the house, who no need to go there, and all those things that is already available there in the market. That is the smart gadgets and all. And I want to say this support of the digital technology in the health growing, good health. The following support. One is the improving the good health and the continuous monitoring by the gadgets, and the data is being seen by the doctors regularly, and including the diet, what's supposed to be taken and all those things. That really helps a lot for his very good age growing. Definitely helps. And again, with the telemedicine and as well as the ICT application, with the application, the remote health monitoring, whatever I mentioned, it can be also can be done by the digital technologies already. And just about a month back, I was called for the project evaluation at the SRM Institute, SRM Engineering College. There, one of the group of the students, they made one gadget, making employing some sensors, ICs, and all those things, which can measure number one, temperature, which can measure the cough, intensity of cough, then which can measure the proximity of the person nearer to the other person. And all the three periodically transmitted to the doctors. This was one of the project which he has shown, and practically it was shown. It was good. So one of the professor, I told the professor, this can be taken up to the ministry or somebody, and also this can be used for the aged people who are there in the house and all things and all. So this, in fact, I recommended the project also. So now the college students also, they are more, instead of doing the projects of the bigger one and other things and all, now their mindset is to have these kind of projects towards the healthcare. I really appreciate. So definitely these kind of the digital technology improvement can help a lot in that. And one of the applications which I find in the other countries are, it is with a PC, that is just like a laptop, and as well as the another one is called the whiteboard, and the third one is the smart gadgets and all those things. It is able to have the one side, it is able to send all the parameters to the doctor. Second side, whenever the person is eating something and all those things, whatever the diet he is supposed to take, whatever the time he has to take, all the displays in the whiteboard. So accordingly, he is taking daily 3 times or whatever it is there. Then the next one, what it says is day-to-day routine, how much time he has to walk. And during the walking, what is his pressure built up, and what is all those things, that is also being recorded. And the thing is, all the parameters are there, but the parameters are immediately it is sent to the servers or wherever it is kept there. Somebody, some doctors who is monitoring his daily routine and all those things. Definitely, this kind of application will help a lot for the healthy aging. The healthy aging is a continuous, our medical checkup to be taken continuously, and we have to consult the doctor and all those things, which the aged people can sit in the house, and with these kind of smart devices and gadgets, it is already available in the market and they can able to use it. And then other gadgets which I'm coming across is the visual gadgets, the specs, smart specs. It is having the kind of a Bluetooth connectivity which can have the data transfer to the nearby. It is having a camera, inbuilt camera. When the person walks, it can capture some important things and all, can capture and store it there. And third one is any obstruction, anything is there nearby when he walks, it gives an alarm to him and he can stop. And above all of the things, his position can be already tracked by somebody in the house where he is, and all those things can be tracked. These smart kind of spectacles, it is already there. I don't know whether it is there or not. It is already there in the market for the aged people, for poor vision and all those things that can be corrected, and they can use these gadgets for the smart living. Second item, which I already told about the Fitbit devices, heart monitoring, diet control, and all those things are already there with the sensors, and the health monitoring and continuous monitoring also can be seen on them. This is the second. And I want to highlight about our government initiatives in this field for the aged people. So our Ministry of Health of Government of India, they come out with a lot of applications with respect to the digitally enabled health monitoring applications for the aged people across the country. It may be a type of application, that is e-hospital, whatever it is, or it may be a mobile application. And this is done on the ICT platform, and the aged person using, that is one of the applications like Iei Tnsc, national telemedicine. During the COVID, as an aged person, I was not able to go outside. Already I crossed 65 or 66. So they are not allowing me either. Even temple, they have put a board that don't come and all those things. So we cannot go outside. But for consulting the doctor, Sanjeevan, I just put my mobile number. It gives a OTP to me. I enter the OTP. It gives me that this time the doctor is available. Please be on the line from my mobile only. So at the time when I logged in there, the doctor has come and he was asking all the parameters. We were all in the WhatsApp, and he says with a minimum diagnosis and all those things, this is the tablets you have to take and all those things. And it comes as a screen. What are the prescription? It comes as a screen. So I can give that mobile to my son, and he will go to the shop and get the medicine, and he can bring it to me. It is really helpful. E-Sanjeevan, national telemedicine. In fact, my batchmates, we are around 124 people all over the country of 82 batch people, right from Sikkim. Everybody is using, even today we are using the E-Sanjeevan national telemedicine. It is quite useful. And if I am dialing it, it knows that I am from Tamil Nadu. So the Tamil Nadu doctor is answering to me. So respective doctors, you can able to come. So that is E-Sanjeevan. National telemedicine is really plays an important role for our aged people for giving medical attention. And second thing which our government has done is voice web application. That is interactions that is 24/7 as a virtual assistant, and authenticated health information it will convey. For example, night, if you want to, any urgency is required, it is having the call number. You can call it, and then it gives one by one, just like any other banking that IVRS is asking. So we can say it gives authenticated health information, and whatever information is conveyed to us, it is recorded there, and it is available to the doctor in the morning, who has called, what number from it is called, and this is the information we conveyed. All those things are there. And for further pursuance, the doctor is coming into the help. And this is another initiative. And another part is the diabetes. That is diabetes people, they can give a call, missed call to a particular number regarding their problem. And again, that contact can be made to you, and whatever your daily routines and all those things and all come. And elderly people, they are very much using this diabetic application. The mystic, it is just like a missed call alert, 22901701. And if you dial that, and probably your number will be recorded, and not only for one time. Once you dial, your history will be recorded there, whatever medicine you are taking, and all those things are recorded. And another thing which is a very important thing is a e-hospital. Hospital which is city available, it is not fit for the aged people who are far away and coming there and all. And that e-hospital gives a lot of benefit to them, and showing that once they are with a mobile number, with their logging in and all those things, they can get the doctor's information they can take, and their records are our patients' records are being stored there. Once it is stored, and he is treated as just a regular patient, and the medicine and the regular checkup and all those things are being given for the e-hospital, which is running on the one of the ICT, very good, strong application on that. In fact, I want to say this digital health aging growth, it is coming under the umbrella of digital devices, which includes the mobile health, which includes some of called mobile applications, some are called that telemedicine, and some are called as e-services. So the mobile health applications called, a lot of applications are available, approved by the government of India. And second one is called EHR, that is our electronic health records. The health records are, once it is taking our heart rate and other things, ECR and other things, that are transferred into the electronic health record, which is available and transported anywhere for the specialists and all. And the third one is the electric medical records. Nowadays, we are keeping, earlier I used to keep the papers, Apollo Hospital, everything, and for last 10 years, 15 years, and all those things. Now it has come in there as a electronic medical reports, and whenever required, that electronic reports can be shown. And for the aged people, there's as usual, the smart wearable devices are available with respect to periodic measurement of their body conditions and all. These are available for the aged people for their health aging. But in spite of all those things, I want to say the digital technology for health aging is available with respect to different forms. Okay. And there are a lot of improvement also is taking place, innovation is taking place. So many gadgets are coming for different applications. A lot of things are happening for the aged people, the requirements. However, my suggestion in this regard is, whatever applications, whatever discussed so far, it should be made available in the rural areas, aged people in the rural areas, as well as in the hilly areas. Those people also, this has to be covered. In that way, it will be our digital technology can be fully utilized by all the people, right from mountain to plain, so that the longevity and good health can be achieved. So this is my small topic, small lecture about the digital technologies of the aged people and healthy aging. I have not gone into see details about the medical electronics, where today the medical electronics with the different interfaces, that is uniform open interfaces, is available, where somebody can write a software and embed it in, and he can use it for different purposes. So the lot of things are happening with respect to the medical equipments, which is interfaced with respect to the data working, medical electronics, Siemens and other and all. But that are all under common subject. That is are all medical electronics evaluation. ITU can able to give us standards and other things and all for the next group or something and all. But here what I emphasize is which is applicable for the aged people, for their healthy living on day to day, is only being highlighted here. And the people normally who finds it difficult in approaching the hospital or in approaching to take difficulty in approaching taking any medical tests and other things and keeping the record, and these are all being highlighted, and which is the utmost required today on the day-to-day basis. So I hope I just highlighted as per the ITU topic for the healthy aging, our digital technologies for the aged people and also the healthy aging. If any questions are there, you can please ask.
Thank you very much, Ganesan. Actually, the digital technology has gone up so this thing.
Yes.
Even for the any ailment, just we can phone up. No, nowadays it is all just pick up the doctor, OTP and all the thing, and then we ask them medicines. They are sending the medicines by WhatsApp message, and then we are getting it. So nice it is nowadays. It is very good, and I am very thankful to you to say about IAMIE, and you got so much of this thing because of AMI examination you passed in your earlier days, and it is we are feeling proud of it. Really, thank you very much for saying that one. That will be recorded and it will be sent to our head office so that they will keep it in this thing. Thanks a lot. And then the digital technology for aged person like me, it is
Yes.
helpful, very much
Yes.
helpful it is. Thank you very much for giving us very good knowledge of digital technology for the aging. Now, thanks a lot. Anybody wants to ask any question, please? Anybody wants a question? Anyway, he is available anytime, and anybody wants, and I can give him number or WhatsApp number and all. Anytime, if you want any clarification or if you want any data, any this thing, I will circulate it to our members, other members, so that you can ask him anytime, and then he will definitely clarify. I hope you have got time to clarify that one, Mr. Ganesan, sir. So now I'll request.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, Ganesan, sir.
Yes, sir.
Happy that you are the alumni of our IEI.
Yes, yes.
You did AMI and came up in your life and all. It is we are very happy to hear this in this today's program.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You have given a very insight for the digital technology, how it is playing in the old age people and health sector.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we are very happy to hear your lecture. Thank you very much, sir, for giving a very good insight in the digital technology area of the today. Thanks a lot.
Here, just I want to say one interesting aspect. Once I cleared that AMI and UPSC, and from our department, there are so many people. They were joining grade IET. So they were telling that grade IET after finishing, you can come to UPSC and all. After knowing that AMI finishing section A exempted, section B and UPSC going there, so many people, they discontinued grade IT. They joined in the AMI and they started coming back here.
Yes, sir.
Very nice, sir.
But
Very
through
nice.
UPSC selection, you got entered into BSNL, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Through UPSC.
Again, a very happy news, sir. Thanks a lot. We will get to you for our future activities also, sir.
Oh, yes,
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, sir. Kind of you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, I think if there are no more questions are there, and I ask our Honorary Secretary, Mr. Sivaraju, say what a thanks. Mr. Sivaraju, are they available?
Yes, sir. I am available, sir.
Sir, please, give the what a thanks.
1 minute, sir. As a speaker for today's meeting, during his busy schedule, the technical talk is very informative and very useful all of us on World Telecommunication and Information Society Day 2022. The theme, Digital Technologies for Older Persons and Healthy Aging. Thank you, sir. I thank our chairman, Engineer Kannan, sir, who graced us his presence and support. I thank Dr. T.M. Gunaraja, sir, past president of IEI, Engineer R. Ramadas, immediate past chairman of Iei Tnsc, Dr. S. Karupusamy, sir, joint honorary secretary, Engineer Gokul, joint honorary secretary, Iei Tnsc, state council members, committee members, and all local center chairmen and members of IEI for their presence and support for successful and completion of this online Zoom meeting. I must thank the organizing team to make this webinar meeting a grand and successful. Once again, I would like to thank all very much. Thank you, sir.